That's right, folks. When you hear that, you know it's time for another episode of Last Chance Radio with David Benjamin. How are you tonight? Good to see y'all. We got things happening like crazy tonight. So, what I'm going to tell you is about the things that you're not hearing on the news. Okay? And what that specifically is where are we going? What's going to happen now? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen now. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen now. I may be proven wrong, and if I am, I will still stand by it. So let's lay out the scenario here. 12 rockets at a minimum were fired from Iran at a U.S. base. You can see there at Al Arabiya, or from Al Arabiya. Forgive me, I get all these camel goat names all mixed up, but that's really not the point. The point is here's the video. Here's it going out from Iran towards our folks. Okay, you can see it. May come back to it in a minute, may not, don't know. It's something I put out, incoming from Iran, U.S. base targeted, okay? Then this was the first part of the mainstream media's breaking news on this scenario. What does it say, 3 hours ago already? And then my response was expect a cruise missile or Tomahawk missile launched response first. And I stand by that. And there it is again. And I'm just winding you up to the top here. And you can find me at David Man on Fire on Twitter. Write me. Tell me what you think. But what I'm going to tell you about is something you're not going to hear anywhere else. And this is the important part. Okay? Here's the important part. So, everybody is... It's really frustrating me. I'm listening to all of these experts tell you exactly everything. They have no clue about anything whatsoever is going to happen. And I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to do it very briefly, quickly. I'm going to tell you how it's going to take place exactly. And once I do that, I'm getting off the air because I actually would like to see what's going to happen myself. Without any further ado, however, right? Without any further ado, however, that doesn't even make any sense, does it? But anyways, my point is please support my show and what I'm about to tell you before it happens, so that when you see it does happen, you'll know that I know what I'm talking about, okay? If you go to Barnes & Noble or Amazon.com and punch in inertial guidance and my name, David Warner, Woroner, inertial guidance, David Warner, book, it'll come up, and I'd ask you to please buy it just to show some support of the intelligence I'm about to provide to you, which you will hear nowhere else. Okay? All right. So let's get to this. The Iranians launched 2 different salvos of missiles. From what I can gather, there were 2 different U.S. bases targeted. Okay? We do have confirmed reports of Iraqis down. We don't have any reports that I see yet of American number down. That being said, if you understand the ego of Donald Trump and you understand the methodology that these people are following, you know that they're not going to just let this go. And I can tell you for a fact, this is confirmed, aircraft of several types have already lifted off from the United Arab Emirates base that is an American base. That means they're inbound. I can also tell you this. A certain amount of defensive strike aircraft have lifted off from Iran towards that. Now, here is what you get by listening to me. You get a layout of the strike packages and potentialities that are about to occur. You've got UAE aircraft. You've got carrier-bound aircraft. And we may have already had aircraft in the air that came from the United States for all we know. But let's stick with what we do know. And this is what I will tell you. We never send our aircraft in as the total tip of the spear. It's always better for an SSBN or one of our submarines, SSBN, to launch a bunch of Tomahawks cruise missiles, right? And poke them in the eye. Is basically what it comes down to. Blind them. Make them so they can't hear or see where we're coming from next. That's what's coming. Now, they can be launched via SSBNs or Aegis-class cruisers. Okay? Once those are launched and inbound, they'll give it a little time, and even if those strike packages from UAE and the carrier groups are up in the air, that's fine. They can refuel, and they'll stand by on station waiting for their inbound routes until the cruise missiles do their blinding and deafening jobs. Okay? Once that's done, then the secondaries go in there. And the carrier strike forces would be more or less geared towards outer perimeter subjugation or deflection. In other words, just trying to get them to fire at them while the main force probes inward. The main force being F-117 stealths, B-2 bombers, and a bunch of FA-18 Hornets as an entire pincher. And when I'm saying pincher, I believe that they'll split off on the inbound route and do a crossing maneuver right over wherever their targets are. That way, it offers a less opportunistic target scenario for their missiles and whatnot. And I think that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you, because that's what I foresee coming. So keep that in mind. And let me know if it works out that way, what we find out. And if I'm wrong, let me know that too. I'm not going to stay on long. I'm pretty much out of here now. If you got anything you really, really want me to go back on the air about, hit me up at David Man on Fire on Twitter, or hit me in the comments section of this video. And if it's something I think's valuable and I think it's something worthy getting back on, I will definitely do that. But I just wanted to tell you what I think's about to happen now. And with that, I will say, have a merry, have a happy day. You know how this rolls, right? Thanks for tuning in, you guys. I appreciate it. This is Last Chance Radio with David Benjamin. Peace out.